Hello everyone, my name is Mintie and welcome back to The Sims 4 and to another speed build. And this is my first build with the new stuff pack, Nifty Knitting. And pretty much since this pack was announced, I wanted to make a grandma cottage. So that is exactly what I did. This is the purple grandma cottage and it's kind of all over the place, but I think it came out really like homey and just, for me, it was very realistic to what I think a grandma would probably have for a little cottage. You know, she sold the family house, she doesn't need that much space anymore, she doesn't need that big of a house, and she just got a little cute cottage that sits next to the river, and this is where she's going to relax and enjoy the rest of her retirement. And she's just living her best life, honestly. And I don't know why, I just really wanted to make it purple. I think I just sort of associate purple with grandmas, probably from my own experience, where without fail, my grandmother, every Christmas, every birthday, every occasion where gifts were exchanged, everything she got me was purple. Like purple clothes for Christmas, purple underwear, purple socks. Like she got me purple everything. So growing up, I had a lot of purple stuff, and I think so naturally I just kind of associate purple with grandmas now. I don't know, probably just me. But anyway, I did decide to incorporate a lot of purple and some teal and yellow into this build. I wanted it to just kind of be all over the place. The furniture that we got in Nifty Knitting, it's great. It definitely fits the craft room vibes for me, but the color swatches, they're kind of crazy, probably because, you know, maybe I'm just saying this because I'm still a little salty that we didn't get the grandma aesthetic theme that we could have gotten. Instead, we got this very like bright, very like young adult craft store theme pack instead of the grandma pack that I really wanted. But the colors are just kind of crazy. Some of the swatches, there's just a lot going on. It definitely gives me like movie hangout vibes, and I don't mind it at all. I really like all the colors, but it did end up just being a lot when I started putting the house together. But let's be honest though, I mean, how many people have like houses with everything that matches and everything, you know, perfect everything? I mean, it just doesn't happen in real life. I like making houses that just kind of look a little bit wacky, like that look like something that I imagine I could see in real life. So I definitely just channeled all my grandma vibes into this build, and I'm quite happy. I'm quite pleased with how it came out. I struggled a little bit. You definitely get to see a lot of cuts because I was skipping around a lot. I was trying everything under the sun, but the end result, I think I like it. I think I do like it, but as you can see, I already put together the living room. The kitchen is coming together. The kitchen, I just wanted to kind of have old vibes. Like these appliances are probably quite old and they probably still work better than stuff that we have today. And I just wanted that kind of, the stuff has been here for a little bit vibes, but then, you know, grandma, she's got some newer stuff in here. She's probably got a lot of the new crafting furniture for her little crafting area, which is also kind of her living space too. But I mean, she's all by herself. She can do what she wants. I also made sure to include lots of stuff for some cats because, of course, if we're going to build a grandma cottage, there's probably going to be quite a few cats involved, so at least 2 cats could live here comfortably with grandma and play with yarn and just enjoy their time. They would probably love to play outside here. This lot is really great with the river and the woods and everything, so I think they would have a great time here too with grandma. But initially I was gonna have like a dining room sort of space, like a dining table, but then I was like, I don't really need it. I can just have the island with the bar stools. Like, let's be honest, grandma is probably just gonna be eating her meals in front of the television while she watches game shows. Like, I didn't really feel like a dining table was necessary, so instead I used unfortunately they're not functional. I was a bit disappointed to find that out, but the tables that I put together, I've seen that kind of set up a lot in craft rooms. I am actually a knitter myself and a seamstress, so I've definitely seen a lot of this kind of furniture in craft rooms or even looked at these kind of items for myself. So it's definitely realistic on that front, even if there's a lot of crazy colors going on. But I did squish those two tables together, so maybe it could be some kind of sewing, cutting table, or even just a table where grandma can put out all her crafting stuff and just go to town. My idea behind this sim is, you know, maybe she does a lot of crafting, but maybe she does a little bit of plopsy on the side just to make a little bit more income. You know, she's retired, but she could always use a little bit more, spoil her grandchildren a little bit more. So she does do a little bit of plopsy, so I gave her a laptop on the desk, and you know, she has a big space where she can craft and where she can put together packages and everything like that. So that was kind of my idea behind the sim, and obviously she's a little bit eccentric with her design choices. I just really had fun with it. I really like how it came out. I used a lot of the hanging plants. Those are really, really cute. I used a lot of the little stuffed toys, and I just kind of put stuff everywhere. I think I used almost everything that comes in the pack other than the big pegboard because I just didn't really have a good space for it. But for the bedroom, I don't know, for some reason I thought that the Seasons bed came in a light purple, and I guess I was just totally imagining it incorrectly when I was kind of planning it out in my head. It's only in a dark purple, so I ended up using the bed from Cats and Dogs. I actually used quite a bit in this build from Cats and Dogs just because I thought it fit the granny vibe, and I think it worked out well. But I ended up using like the green and purple bed, and she's got pink walls, and I was like, this is a little bit much, but again, I was going for just kind of an eccentric, I do what I want to do grandma, and she's just enjoying herself, enjoying her time with her cats and her knitting. So I thought it worked out. It's a little all over the place, but I also kind of really like it. I don't know, I just really like grandma aesthetic. I don't know what it is. I like the kind of out-of-date, all over the place style, I guess. It just makes me happy. I like building spaces like this, even if they're a little bit crazy. I don't know, but I think this little cottage came out quite cute. I really want to play in it. It's just the right size of house that I like to play in The Sims. I really like, you know, smaller one-story houses. I love playing in tiny houses. I just like having space where I can kind of see all my Sims walking around. So I think this is a good space for 1 or 2 Sims could live here even. You could probably even extend it and add another bedroom onto this house fairly easily. But we're starting to get to the end of this build. I didn't really know what to do with the washroom. It's pretty basic. And I also realized afterwards that I didn't add toilet paper, so whoops. So if you decide to download this house, you might want to add some toilet paper. There were some other things that I forgot, but when I went back into the build and tested it, I did add like a bin outside. There is a bin outside in the gallery version. I also forgot to swap out all the lights. So I did go back and I fixed all of that, but I forgot the toilet paper, so I apologize to grandma. I forgot to put toilet paper in for you, but I decided to just have a tub in the washroom, and then I thought it was kind of cute. I used one of the curtains from Cats and Dogs. So it's like the fun kids curtain with like the different, you know, cat and dog themed prints, and I used it as kind of a shower curtain over the bathtub. And it is functional. I did test it. The curtain doesn't get in your Sim's way at all, so kind of silly, but I thought it was kind of cute. And then as we start to wrap up on this build, I didn't really know what to do for landscaping. Landscaping is still very much like a foreign concept to me, but I threw a couple bushes and some flowers and those beautiful hosta plants that came with Cats and Dogs. Put a couple pots outside and the really adorable new mailboxes with the yarn cozies over them. But overall, I thought this build, it's okay. I'm doing my best. I am still very much learning how to build. I am still definitely a noob when it comes to building anything in The Sims, but I'm constantly learning and just exploring and trying not to get too frustrated and wanting to delete everything that I make. But that is gonna be it for this video. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what you guys are making with Nifty knitting. I'm really curious. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I do post new Sims videos every Wednesday and Friday, so I will see you all next time. Bye guys!